Season 4, Episode 4. This one's called Fighting Fate. So guys, I'm looking forward to seeing this next episode as always. I'm glad that Deku was able to get into Sir Night Eye's agency. Basically, Night Eye wanted to see what Deku can do and see where he was at. He wanted to see it for himself. He already wanted him in his agency since the beginning. He just wanted to see how determined he was to take the stamp and basically stamp the contract himself. He didn't get it, but he did show Night Eye his determination to basically, to get it. And of course, and he sees that he's aware of his surroundings and everything else like that. It was really cool. It really was cool. I like Sir Night Eye's quirk is basically a foresight. I think he's a pretty cool character. Sir Night Eye and Deku are basically fanboys of All Might. You can definitely see that. They see how they're talking. They know exactly pretty much everything about All Might. He's just as crazy as Deku with All Might. It's pretty crazy, but it's pretty cool at the same time. On top of that, we see at the end of the episode, we see an overhaul in this girl named Eri. So I don't know anything about Eri. She's this little girl, and I wonder what her power is, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. But anyway, guys, before this video begins, guys, I want to thank Tom for sponsoring this video through the Patreon page. Make sure you just go on the page to get the full reaction. Also consider supporting the channel as well. But anyway, guys, let's get into this next episode for My Hero Academia.
Hey, look, heroes! That's the guy from the UA Sports Festival.
This is sort of nerve-wracking.
What gives? You went out on patrol during your internship, didn't you?
Not that, I just kind of missed out on learning some of the basics, so...
Yeah? Huh, that must be strange. Don't you worry. Sir and Bubble are the ones who are actually watching the target today, so I can teach you all about patrol duties. Watch and learn, my friend!
I still don't get it. Why didn't All Might say anything to me about Night Eye?
Oh, it's when he ran into Eri.
Oh, I'm sorry. You took a tumble. Can I help you up? Why is she trembling?
You should be more careful.
Overhaul.
We don't want to cause trouble for the heroes.
Away. And just like that, my work study had begun. Tell me, what are you doing to this girl?
You heroes really pick up on the subtlest things, don't you? Hard to admit that you can't control your own child. But lately, Eri defies me no matter what I try.
Parenting, man. Sounds rough. That can't be easy.
Why are you going in there with them?
Yes, children are tricky. Sometimes they just don't listen. Oh, good. Done with your temper tantrum?
She did that to save him.
Eri, are you sure?
She's always like that. I'm sure you have better things to be doing. Good luck with your internships.
She did. Wait! Sorry, I got her name wrong too.
Eri.
We're not going after them.
Eri.
Didn't you notice? He was ready to get violent. That's
Yup.
why she went back. If we
saved
keep pushing him, he's gonna be even harder to catch.
Young people today are sicker than ever. Chrono, prepare the bath. Yes, sir.
I'm real sorry, boss. I swear, I barely took my eyes off her. It made a break for her.
And clean that up.
I'm just glad you guys are okay. You could have been in danger if he'd suspected something.
It didn't feel all that scary to me.
Chisaki and his gang were involved in a recent traffic accident caused by a group of hoodlums. The authorities believe Chisaki's quirk may have been responsible. But with the villains caught and nobody harmed, there was no crime to accuse him of.
Haven't figured out what it is yet, but we know they're up to something.
There must be something we can do to protect her.
I won't let your arrogance interfere with this case. If you rush, they are that much more likely to escape. You're not so special that you can save whoever you want, whenever you want. We've asked other agencies to team up with us. We must first predict our opponent's moves and then make preparations to face him.
You have to stop disobeying me like this. You're the core of my plan, you know. And I would hate to have to get my hands dirty.
Overhaul. Got a Sakigaraki from the League of Villains. He says that he's got an answer for you.
What happened to Bakugo? Was he fighting again?
He's not the only one busted up. Look at the back of the room.
His beautiful face! Who would do such a thing?
Classes sure sound tough.
Must be great workouts, though.
Stop talking like I'm not here! Class is starting now!
Hey, how'd your work study go? Were there lots of scantily clad heroines at the agency, huh?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to hear about you getting ahead of me!
Please, please don't go.
I have to talk to you, All Might! Okay, young Midoriya is here.
Night Eye understands how One For All works. And he wanted you to pass it on to Togeda, not me. Why didn't you warn me about it?
I wasn't sure it was my place to tell you.
Of course it was! To hear all of this at once! Be rejected by him! I need to know everything, All Might! Not as your fan, but as your successor!
Didn't think knowing this information would help with your development. But if you really want the truth...
Anything's better than having you keep secrets from me.
Okay, so Night Eye had always been a fan of mine. It was my policy not to take on sidekicks. Worked together for about 5 years. He was the brain behind my operations.
Yeah.
I know that much.
6 years ago, we dissolved our partnership because of my injury.
It's time for you to step down.
But everyone is looking to me.
Imagine what your future could be like. A comfortable life. Just find a cheerful and strong replacement and entrust your role in society to them.
Who will be the symbol until I find someone like that?
I know the importance of the symbol. I revere its function. You can't even smile right now. At this rate, events will play out as I've seen. That can't happen. Don't you see? I'm here because I want to do something to help you. Please, All Might.
I have to be able to say that I am still here.
Please stop! If you continue like this, you'll face off against a villain and die an unspeakably gruesome death!
2 of us parted ways after that argument.
Wow.
Principal Nezu recommended young Togeda to me, but before I could meet him, ended up running into you.
Oh.
I'd known something bad was coming. And everyone will die someday, being forced to hear it. From All Might himself.
That's why
He'll die.
After we met, and I decided I would pass my power on to you, I told Night Eye my plan.
You're passing your one-for-all onto a quirkless middle school student?
It's the right choice to make. The boy wants to save people.
He can't do that with intentions alone!
Doesn't mean he's not worthy. He will wield One for All next.
All Might, please! Tell me! About Night Eye's vision! How far into the future was it?
Further into the future he sees, the harder it is to know exactly when something will happen. His foresight has never been wrong.
Wait. Then that would be this year or the next. Can't happen. I want you to live, All Might. Watch me tell them I am here. I need you here. Don't you understand?
Young Midoriya. Back then, when I heard I would die, I accepted that as my future. And when I was fighting All for One, I thought that would be the end of the race. But you were there, kiddo.
Aww.
All those days we spent with one another affected me. Despite my future, I'll keep fighting with you by my side, young Midoriya. Because you have changed me, I promise that I will live. I will mold my fate and strike down anything else that gets in our way with this fist. I'll keep on living. I won't let them end me.
Yes.
The future that's been foretold will not come to pass. Please know I never wanted to become a shackle holding you back. Hey, who knows? Maybe I've already reshaped my destiny into the future I wanted.
Can't happen. I refuse to let it. No matter what happens to you, I'll be there to help fight fate.
Try not to be too much trouble, I promise.
Hold on. Have Night Eye use his foresight on you again! Make up with him! Then we'll see if the future's already been changed!
I don't know.
It's a matter of life and death! I'll try to bargain with him!
Wait, young Midoriya!
What a boring office.
I don't like overly cluttered rooms.
More importantly, did you really mean what you said on the phone the other day? That you'll join us under the right conditions?
Well, guys, another great episode for My Hero Academia. That was just so freaking, just so sad in every way. Of course, it was happy and sad at the same time with seeing All Might and Midoriya talking at the end of the episode, trying to, of course, Midoriya, finding out the truth about what was going on with All Might and why he chose him. Yeah, he was going to choose Togeda, but that's what they recommended him choosing because he does kind of fit like the All Might spirited. Like he's always happy, he's always has a smile on his face. He fits it really well. But when he ran into Midoriya, he finds out how much of a big heart and how determined Midoriya is. That's why he chose him. And of course, Night Eye just did not agree with it. I'm just glad that All Might's gonna do whatever it takes to stay alive because, of course, Night Eye basically foresighted his future of him dying. It's gonna be sad when that does happen. It really is gonna be sad. It's pretty much set in stone that, of course, All Might will die very, very soon, and I just don't know when. And it's gonna be really sad when that does come up. Whatever, it could be the next season, could be, I don't know how many seasons they're gonna go, but eventually will happen. Basically, Midoriya wants All Might to make up with his former sidekick, Night Eye, so I wonder how he's going to do that. I can't wait till they have a conversation again to see how they're going to speak to each other again. But anyway, guys, make sure you guys leave a like and a comment on the video. Make sure you guys go on the Patreon page to get the full reaction. Also, consider supporting the channel as well. Anyway, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next My Hero Academia.